Eguzu 2022 of Obi Gibson Wosu and the burial ceremony of a couple who loved themselves so much even in death, to be brought to you on today's edition of Insider News, but that will come right after the hard news. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. Please stay tuned. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has called for sober reflection as the nation commemorates the Armed Forces Day. An event was held at Dr. Elect Sekweme Square, Oka, to celebrate the 2023 Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Government House correspondent Ejikabana has the details.
The day began with the governor's inspection of Guard of Honor, gun salute, wreath-laying ceremony, and release of pigeons, which signifies peace. According to the governor, who expressed his stand in solidarity with the families of officers who paid the supreme price defending the nation, stressed that as a people, Nigeria cannot forget their efforts.
Today calls for sober reflection as we remember and celebrate our fallen heroes in the Army, the Navy, Air Force, the police, and the Secret Service, who paid the supreme sacrifice in defense of our collective liberties and rights, as well as those of humanity around the world. We also continue to stand in solidarity with the spouses and family members of the fallen heroes. As a people, the nation will never forget. We can never, as a people, take for granted the great sacrifices of our fallen heroes. In dying for us to live, the heroes are etched forever on the pages of our history. Helping to liberate, as we know, the 8 local governments that were completely taken captive before our government was sworn in, and helping to maintain security around the entire state. At this moment, let me, on behalf of the good people of Anambra State, pay special tribute to all those who have lost their lives in the determined fight to eliminate criminality in our dear state. May their souls rest in peace.
The governor emphasized that the armed forces deserve commendations and appreciated the security forces in the state for helping liberate the 8 local government areas almost taken over by hoodlums before his administration came, and helping them to keep the state calm. He commended the gallantry, professionalism, and massive support of the armed forces and sent a message to miscreants terrorizing Hill and Axis to desist, stressing that the state is determined to take back the state.
Let me also commend the gallantry, professionalism, and massive support of all the security agencies operating in Anambra State. Your immense sacrifice and devotion will forever be treasured by the great people of Anambra State. To the criminals around the state and around the country, especially the few miscreants terrorizing parts of EDL and local government in particular, we use this moment to assure you that light and darkness can never coexist. You will never break our will, as we are determined to take back our state fully.
Members of the State Executive Council, service chiefs in the state, among others, attended the event. From Dr. Alex Sekweme Square, Oka, Ejikabana, ABS News.
Candidates of the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA in the forthcoming general elections have promised mainstream progressive leadership if elected in order to enthrone a better society. They made the promise in Oka at the official third flag-off of the APGA national campaign ahead of the 2023 general elections slated to hold on the 25th of February and the 11th of March, respectively. Correspondent Joseph Ebocha reports that thousands of party faithful from within and outside the state attended the event that had the presence of the BOT chairman of APGA and former governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano, members of APGA National Working Committee, government functionaries, among others. The report.
Speaking shortly after receiving APGA flag from the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, the member representing Anocha, Njikoka and Dunukofia Federal Constituency, and APGA candidate for Anambra Central Senatorial District, Honorable Dozie Nwankwo, and the member representing Anambra East and West Federal Constituency, Honorable Chinedu Obidigo, who is also the APGA candidate for the same position, said that their interest is to continue providing quality representation to their constituents.
As a representative of the people, you know the impulse of the people. You know what the people want from you to do. We have done a lot of jobs. I've done a lot of things. And I'm going there as a Senate. You know, we are there to make laws.
APGA candidate for Idemili North and South Federal Constituency, Chief Ikenna Iyebu, and APGA candidate for Njikoka 2 Constituency, Chief Jude Apwa, who noted that the party has made tremendous progress in the state, promised to key into the progressive ideology in order to offer their constituents, Anambra State, and Nigeria at large their best for a better society, focusing on youth education and empowerment as well as improved health care system, among others.
I have this vision to uplift the people, the downtrodden, to do the work, that human capital development that is lacking in our community, in our constituency all this while, which we have been doing as individuals, as family, as a company. I want to bring it to bear.
On their part, the APGA candidate for Abuja senatorial seats, Chief Anthony Ezehugo, APGA candidate for Ojo Federal Constituency, Lagos State, Chief Thank-God Ibe, and APGA candidate for Idemili South Constituency, Sir Ebuka Igwe, promised not to disappoint the people when voted into office.
The double and the multiple taxation that we are all suffering under in Abuja is not just only affecting the Igbos or affecting the Hausas or affecting the Yorubas. It is affecting everybody alike, both the indigenous and the non-indigenous. So with me as the next senator of FCT, will bring down drastically the double and the multiple taxation in FCT.
They called on people with progressive mindset to join APGA in making Anambra and Nigeria at large a better place.
A 3-day training workshop on good agricultural practices for 2022-2023 dry season rice farmers in Anambra State has ended in Awka, the state capital. The training workshop, organized by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development in collaboration with IFAD Assisted Value Chain Development Program, is purely for Rural Poor Stimulus Facilities, RPSF, and the 2022-2023 dry season rice farmers in Anambra State under IFAD VCDP. Agric correspondent Chibuzo Obidike completes the story.
Declaring the training workshop open, the State Program Coordinator, Federal Government IFAD VCDP, Mr. Nnamdi Agwuncha, described the capacity building workshop as a tradition by IFAD after input disbursement to inculcate new interventions in the beneficiaries to avoid mistakes. Mr. Agwuncha assured the readiness of IFAD VCDP to ensure that they did not deviate from the state government's interest in promoting organic agriculture on the fate of farmers that suffered losses during the last year's flooding. Mr. Agwuncha, who encouraged them not to lose hope, affirmed that they must be indemnified as the National Agri Insurance Corporation is still very busy with identification, assessment and verification of their farm.
I'm praying for safety of what you eat. The word is saying eat healthy. Some of these chemicals, organic fertilizer, organic chemicals we use, inorganic, sorry, chemical fertilizer and chemical pesticide we use, they are harmful, they are toxic, and the earlier we reduce their use, the better for us, the better for the environment, the better for the human beings who are consuming all these things.
Taking participants on good agronomical practices on rice production in Nigeria, a resource person, Dr. Michael Nasamu, who disclosed that they were contracted by IFAD VCDP at Abuja to build the capacity of dry season rice farmers announced that the training workshop is simultaneously taking place across the 9 participating states in Nigeria. Dr. Nasaimo, while expressing joy that Anambra State has a good number of dry season farmers, advised them to start by getting their inputs, tools, labors, money for production ready before going into land preparation, planting, fertilizer application, water and field management activities, pre and post harvest, among others.
Rice is a staple crop, and we can no longer depend on rice produced by rainfed. If you have a farmer who planted during the dry season, at least he has something to fall back on. So I think going forward, it will be very, very important that farmers learn dry season rice production and give priority to it.
Contributing, the State Agric Production Officer, Federal Government IFAD VCDP, Mr. Emmanuel Chukwukwelu, unveiled that they have increased their demo plots for practical demonstration on best ways to achieve good agronomical practices on rice and cassava farming.
Training is a continuous program, and capacity building must continue. And you have to remind farmers, you have to remind them, so that they will do the correct thing and then get a better harvest. That is why we compete with this, so that they manage their farm and make more gain out of their inputs.
For some of the participants, including Mr. Chibuzo Obiechina from Umweri in Anambra East Council area, Mrs. Bridget Oji from Ufuma, Orumba North Council area, and their counterparts from Obaru Council area, Mr. Uzoma Njoku, the training workshop worked more than they imagined and called for more of it. The training workshop climaxed with field visits where participants were taken through the practical aspects of what they were taught in the classroom. In Oka, Chibuzo Bidike, ABS News.
The federal government has assured that all is now set for the 2023 Technology and Innovation Expo, built to hold at Abuja next week. The Technology and Innovation Expo is tagged actualizing effective diversification of the Nigerian economy through science, technology and innovation. The Minister of State for Science, Technology and Innovation, Chief Henry Iko, who gave an overview of the Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation Exposition Program, said it is designed to strategically showcase the use of science for technological inventions as well as research and development products to attract investors. Correspondent Ekwi Ajide now reports.
Objectives of the Expo, to among other things, include encouraging interaction between researchers, innovators and investors with a view to commercializing research results and innovations from Africa's research and tertiary institutions, the capabilities of Nigeria scientists, engineers, innovators and inventors in contributing to the economic diversification of Nigeria. He revealed that the Expo, whose previous editions have been yielding desired results, would ensure that Nigeria is industrialized by the year 2030 and will be sustained to come up with products that can solve national problems.
Through science and technology, our country can be enhanced if we survive. This will guarantee industrialization and create jobs for our teeming youth, which we are lacking today. And Mr. President is very, very serious about it. The ministry are committed in doing that. So we must diversify. When we diversify our economy through science and technology, production can be enhanced. We are going to move from consuming nature to production nature. Ultimately, we begin to export our goods outside the country.
Earlier in her remarks, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, Mrs. Monilola Udo, said the flagship program of the ministry, initiated by President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration, has supported promotion of technology transfer in the country since inauguration in 2017. In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
The remains of late Mrs. Catherine Ugochukwu has been laid to rest in her family's compound at Nsogu Umunze in Orumba South local government area. The late Mrs. Ugochukwu was aged 84. Correspondent Chukwuemeka Modelim was there and now reports.
The final journey of late Mrs. Ugochukwu to the great beyond commenced with a burial service at her family's compound, where the glorious choral choir from Oka praised God for the life of the deceased through songs. In his sermon, Mr. Onyebuchi Onwacho charged Christians not to be afraid of death, which he said is a necessary end for all mortals. He enjoined them to prepare for it by living a righteous life which will qualify them to make heaven and escape damnation after their sojourn on earth, even as he noted that the deceased helped the needy, which earned her longevity.
Our mommy have spent her life and now she's no more. To live. We have our life to live, but we don't know when it will end. All is hope that we pray for a long life. But only the Naga to decide when to die and how many years to live is God to decide. But I know that you want to work never and more than when we have to say maybe. And you know it doesn't die. Where should I go?
In a vote of thanks, one of the sons of the deceased, Mr. Chukwudi Ugochukwu, who was full of gratitude to God for blessing them with a godly mother as she raised him and his siblings in fear of God, he assured that they will immortalize her by emulating her life of honesty and selflessness.
I don't even know where to start. I just give God all glory. She's 84. Do you get what I mean? I cried today, not that I cried that I lost a mother. My Christian life is nothing to write home about, right? I will met her Christian life, her truthfulness, her motherly role, everything about. I miss her so much.
In her remarks, the second daughter of the deceased, Mrs. Ekwi Eze, described her as a great disciplinarian and home builder who catered for all her children and thanked God that their mother lived a fulfilled life.
She was a very good woman, a virtuous woman of God. She raised us very well. She catered for us and she took care of so many people, brought up so many people, and I felt that the best I can do is to honor her and lay her to rest. She was a good woman. I miss her, but I know that God found her worthy and called her to come and rest. And I'm grateful that she was able to live to 84 years old.
In their separate speeches, the Transition Committee Chairman of Orumba South Local Government Area, Chief Neville Uchendo, and one of the in-laws of the deceased, Architect Michael Okonkwo, said she lived for humanity and enjoined her children to emulate her lifestyle. The burial ceremony climaxed with dust-to-dust performance by her children and relations. From Umunze, Chukwuemeka Modelim, ABS News.
And that's a wrap on the hard news. Insider News returns right after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome to Insider News Proper. Oka indigenes and their friends converged recently for the Eguzu annual celebration of Oka Kingdom. The Eguzu Festival 2022 took place in 2023 at Oka Civic Center. Ngozi Bileri of Insider News now reports.
It was a gathering of pomp and pageantry in Oka on Thursday, 5th January 2023, as the traditional ruler of Oka, Obi Gibson Nwosu, holds Eguzu 2022. The Eguzu 2022 of Obi Gibson Nwosu also marked his 24th year on the throne. Governor Chukwuma Soludo graced the occasion where an oil magnate, Engineer Arthur Eze, the Minister of Transportation, the Controller of Immigration, Anambra State, Mrs. Ngozi Odigbo, Senator Ben Ndiobi of Oka, the Chairman Nigeria United Airlines, Chief Obiora Okonkwo, and many others were present. All the 33 villages that make up the community were present in the 3 quarters in Oka, which are Ezi, Ifite, and Aguloka. Represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyeka Chukwu Ibezim, Governor Soludo paid homage to Obi Gibson Nwosu during the ceremony.
Paying homage to Ezozo Oka Kingdom. Show Your Majesty, Obi Dr. Gibson Nwosu.
His welcome address was delivered by the traditional Prime Minister of Oka, Chief Ben Okoye.
Oka people are known for their technological ingenuity, as our forefathers were legendary blacksmiths. The Eguzu is a time to come together, do some stock taking, celebrate our rich culture, and seek ways of improving the status of their town, Oka, the livelihoods and welfare of Ndubaini. Our people are quite hospitable, very accommodating, and eager to play host with ever-increasing number of people arriving in the capital city. We know that this changing demographic also brings enormous toll on the cost of the government. But we pray that the government should pay more attention to the capital city with a view to addressing the infrastructural challenges, provision of jobs for our teeming youths, and taming the rising crowd activities, amongst other very important needs.
Chief Obiora Okonkwo, who is the chairman United Nigeria Airlines, shared the occasion.
Oka is an ancient kingdom, a kingdom known with the arts, the crafts, and all that. During the address by the Eze Ozo of Oka, he reminded us that beautiful, magnificent gate, if it pleases God, and then we have a new government in Nigeria with the able people who will be around to support the government, must insist that all the great things that we are known for must be revived. And that is what we think that will come from true federalism. True federalism just simply means so I have no doubt that Oka will be one of the greatest beneficiaries of this.
Rotarian Abuchi Nwozo of the ABS and a native of Oka, the 2-time president of Rotary International Club, Oka Unizi, added his voice in prayers for God to bless the Oka monarch with long life.
MD,
5 prominent in the Anambra were given chieftaincy title at the occasion, where Oka Kingmakers and the Otochaloka was present. Jele Masquerade and other masquerades also performed during the event.
Everything under the earth, there is a season, a time to be born and a time to die. Focusing on time to die, a couple, Chief George and his wife, Chief Mrs. Juliana Obika of Urezane village, Alo, were buried the same day with their burial rites held simultaneously. Late Chief Mrs. Obika was the eldest sister to the former acting managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Chief Geb Omaleze. Let us join Ngozo Bileri of Inside the News for details of the burial ceremony.
Two lovers joined together in holy matrimony. The late Chief George and his wife, the late Chief Mrs. Juliana Obika, have been joined once again in death as they were committed to earth in their family house at Uruezana village, Alo, Idemili South local government area. The burial ceremony took place simultaneously at the late Chief George Obika's compound in Alo. The late Chief George Obika died at the age of 75, while his wife, late Chief Mrs. Juliana, died at the age of 73. The late Mrs. Obika, popularly called Nwanyi Buefi, was the eldest sister to the former acting managing director, Anambra Broadcasting Service (ABS), and the director, News and Current Affairs Department of the ABS, Chief Gabe Okpalaeze. The late Chief George died when his wife was bedridden at the Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakuoka. According to stories told by her younger brothers, she told them that her husband came to the hospital but passed without talking to her, and 2 days after she told them the story, news of her husband's death was broken to them without his wife's knowledge. Barely 3 weeks after the death of her husband, late Mrs. Juliana Obika threw in the towel. A requiem mass was held at St. Mary's Catholic Church, Alo, where Reverend Father Paul Nwosu officiated the Holy Mass. The bodies of the two lovers were later interred in their home at Uruezana village, Alo. Present during the ceremonies that heralded their burial rites were members of Catholic Women Organization, members of members of Alo Igwe in Council, immediate and extended family members, friends and well-wishers. As custom demands, the Okpalaeze family in Nnokwa appeared for condolences twice. First was in honor of their in-law, and the second was in honor of their late sister, Juliana. Also, as custom demands, the Okpalaeze family gave all the female children of their late sister 6 yards of wrapper each. The eldest brother of the late Mrs. Obika, Chief Kelvin Okpalaeze, described her late sister as a peacemaker. For the former acting managing director of the ABS and the director of News and Current Affairs Department, Chief Gabe Okpalaeze, his late sister was his second mother.
When I was very small, I remember it is just something that happened when I was 2, 3, 4, 5 years. When she got married to this place. I cannot tell the story, but I know that something was happening in my father's compound. At the end of the day, I stopped seeing my sister. When I asked, they said she has been given out in marriage. But she did not stop at that. Even when she got married, she continued to play the role in the family. Because she was my mother's first daughter. So she continued to play the motherly role in the family, mediating in whatever thing that was happening in my father's compound. I think this is the modern Romeo and Juliet. Because they were united in love and also united in death. And her death and the death of her husband has left a very big vacuum in our family and in our in-laws' families. So I think it's only God that can replace them.
The first son of the deceased and their first daughter said their parents loved themselves so much in life that they were joined in death.
Otu ha hapụrụ anyị wee na ọrụ dịrụ ndị ka the family bụ na m ga-ebido ebe nna m kwụsị maka ọ ghara ngwuru a wee hanye m n'aka si m nekọtawa ya chebi ya na ọkụ anwụrụ nwata n'aka amanyụgharị ya na
ihe mmemme isi karịa ebe ha nọ bụ the way they socialize, the way even my dad makes us to laugh and all that. My mom is the same thing. All the mother have given her na okwu ọbụla o kwuru na akpaga m. So I will miss a lot about her.
People from all walks of life trooped in and paid condolences to the Obika family. From Urezana village in Alo, Idemili South Council area, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS Insider News.
Remember, you can follow ABS from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website www.absradiotv.com. And that does it on Insider News for today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Maureen Stone Enijoke, and I'm going to see you Sunday next. Good night.